What's good, everybody? It's Kim and I'm back with my motherfucking tea of the goddamn day. And welcome back to season 5. And we are currently on this episode 4. Cinco un cuarto. And it's been a minute. Thank y'all for holding in. Thank y'all for holding me down. Thank y'all for continuing. Thank God for holding it down. Like, it's really been mind-boggling how podcasting and content creating can completely get you fucked up in the head sometimes. And it will really just have you overthinking a lot of shit. Like, what's the next step? What this? What's that? Forgetting your purpose, forgetting why you actually started podcasting to begin with. Just trying to figure out, is this something you still love? Is this something you still like? Like, all of these different questions I've been having for the last few months in terms of my podcast and in terms of seeing where I'm going to go next, or what I should do, or what I should bring to this. But I came to a conclusion that I'm needed, and my opinions are valuable on whatever subjects I discuss. And there is a spot, and I started for me. So let's continue for me. So let's get into some things. Some things have been freaking happening. But I need to address the elephant in the motherfucking room. I have to address the elephant in the room. Y'all parents need to start grooming y'all kids. Oops. I said it. Y'all parents need to stop grooming y'all kids and to make it into what you want them to be. Instead of allowing them to be who the fuck they are. Blueface. Bring your ass to the carpet. Come on. Because we have to have a conversation. So there was a video that circulated about a week ago where Blueface was being in and out. And she had strippers in his crib. And his son wanted some fruit snacks or whatever he wanted from the kitchen. And he was worried about that more important than the strippers in the house. So his father, on video camera, because obviously that's how we think it, because y'all wanted to record the dumbness, asked his son, since he was not interested in seeing strippers outside, is he gay? Are we not in 2023? I'm confused. And first and foremost, that's a stupid question in 2023. Your son is a kid. Something like 5 or 6 years old. Why is he in the house with a bunch of strippers to begin with? That's the real question. Why is ACS not being called after that video posted? Because he has one on the way with his baby mama, which they're both crazy. And hopefully that kid gets taken away. Because they're not fit to be parents. I'm sorry. But I'm not sorry. The elephant is out. How are you going to ask your son, who is 6 years old, if he is gay, for wanting fruit snacks, other than watching some strippers? He doesn't even know what the fuck they're doing, what the fuck they're here for. So you're putting your kid in the situation to see these things that he should not be seeing at his age. And then we wonder why a lot of the men who was taken advantage of when they were younger, or was put in different situations when they were younger to see and experience adult shit, are fucked up in the head. And have all of these emotional walls and these trust issues and this over sexualized but not sexualized setup that they got in their mind because of stuff that they seen when they was younger that they was not supposed to see, that they was not supposed to be privy to, that they were not supposed to be allowed to that table. But you as a parent put them there because you assume by exploiting your kids and showing them things at a young age is going to help them when they get older in terms of sex. How? So you're forcing them to be straight, but you never even let them be who they are. You never allow them to figure out who they are because you're pushing this narrative of you have to be straight. So if I'm straight and I'm a thug nigga and I'm in these streets, I can't have a son that's going to be gay. So I'm going to make sure that I'm going to put pussy in your face every chance I motherfucking get. When I'm getting pussy, you're going to see it. Like, what mindset is that? Like, you're fucked up in the head. You belong in jail. You belong on every fucking registry known to motherfucking man. Because who does that? We have to call these people out on the carpet and let them know what they're doing is wrong. And that really blew my shit because it makes no sense. And then you're recording it for what? And then the woman that was in there, the little white Karen, who was with him, giving him Becky or whatever the fuck she was giving him, was there smiling like that shit was cool. She needs to be brought to the carpet as well because you're helping the shenanigans, you're helping the dumbness, you're helping the stigmatization, you're helping fuck up this kid's mental. You're helping by putting him in situations that you know he should not be in. So if no one's gonna advocate for him, I'm advocating for him. Because enough is enough. Enough is fucking enough. We have to do better. Parents, you have to do better. We have to do better as a society, especially in our black community, with allowing kids to be who the fuck they are. Who they are supposed to be. Stop putting what you want from them on them. Because you're not helping them, you're hurting them. And then you're gonna wonder why these 30, 40-year-old men are still, not even just men, 30, 40-year-old boys and girls, men and women, are so fucking lost in this world. Lost like fucking puppies. Because of the shit that happened to them. And the image that they got of their parents. And they don't want to disappoint their parents. And this and that. And the limitations of the world. And this. No. No. Allow people to be who they are. Allow people to say what they want to say. Let them live in that moment. I'm not saying condone or accept whatever is being said, but allow them to live in their moment. Allow them to grow. Allow them to understand themselves. Allow them to have that conversation with themselves. Allow them to be mad. Allow them to grieve. A lot of people have had tons of traumatic events and have not grieved. Not even once. That's not healthy. And there's always time to grieve. You have to allow yourself that time to grieve. You have to allow yourself to be that vulnerable. To say, you know what? I'm not okay. You know what? I am a little fucked up right now. You know what? I need to really address what I've been through. I have to seek help. I have to write it down. I have to do something therapeutic. Whatever that is for you. For me, my therapy is getting on this mic. My therapy is for telling my story. My therapy is for getting into conversations that affect me, that affect us, that affect our people, that affect everyone. These conversations have to be, they have to happen. And with grief is tricky because you'll be up one day and then you'll be down. And that is the process of grief. That is the process of allowing that event or that loss. And people just always assume grief just means death. Which it does. You're absolutely right, because you can be grieving a friendship. A lot of people, me especially, have not grieved a lot of the friendships that I've outgrown or that I've lost. And then we wonder why us as a society, us as in our 27-year age to our 30, to my age, like 34, 35, and over, we're so not okay with just making new friends. Because, like, why the fuck are you here? But then we have to really have that conversation with ourselves. Like, why are we afraid to make friends? Have we forgiven ourselves within the friendship that we lost? Do we not believe that we're friendships? Or if the friendship that we were in weren't healthy, and we're not aware of how to discern what a good or a great friendship can look like? Or is it the fact that we never had that conversation to grieve that friendship? Whether you let them know why we're not friends anymore, or you just have the conversation with yourself and just the understanding that they just wasn't right. We just did not connect or click anymore in that way. And that is okay. It's okay to choose themselves. And it is okay for you to choose yourself. It is okay for a friendship not to be what it used to be. Because oftentimes you go out of friends. You transition into new ones, into old ones. Or you'll have friendships where you're kind of stuck in a spot and you don't know how to get out. It's like, we give enough, but just enough. We don't give anything more, we don't give anything less. We're just present. We signed in, we raised our hand, we participated, but we didn't do the steps to continue to build this friendship. And sometimes we have to have those conversations with friends, but it's just the wording for me. It's like, how do you go to that friend and let them know, hey, this is how I'm feeling, this is how I'm experiencing our friendship in this moment. And we have to come to terms with where are we going from here. Because just like in life, in friendships, and in relationships, or just in anything, you want to grow. It has to be a growth pattern. It has to be, okay, we've done this. Okay, we've done this. We've done this. We've done this. So let's come back to the drawing board. Let's revamp what we need in a friend. Let's revamp, or let's set boundaries, or let's actually have that conversation. Like, when we was younger, this is what I needed. But now that I'm older, this is what I need. And are you able to give me what I need in this moment? And if not, that's okay. There's no love lost. There's no anything like that. We'll still be friends. But then you'll reevaluate where that friendship is. If that makes sense. As adults, we're not doing that. We're allowing the friendships to just die while doing homework. We're allowing the friendships to stay stale. We're allowing the friendships to just be on a surface-based level, and we're not really getting into the nooks and crannies of checking your friend when they fucking wrong. No, like, nah, like, you was wrong in this situation, and I'm gonna need for you to get it together. Nah, you should get back on our podcast. I'm gonna need for you to get it together. And even with me, like, I've had friends who inquired about the podcast, and I have friends who have not. Like, I've been away from the podcast since April. And lots of people didn't ask about the podcast. Like, hey, so what's going on with it? Like, is everything okay? Like, what are we doing with that? So I want to shout out Kobe for motivating me to get back on, for giving me my flowers and helping me understand my importance and the reason, just putting the reason back up there for me and shining it with the light of, you need to get back on the mic. You need to tell your story. You need to explain situations that you've been in that could help the next person. And that's why I'm here. I'm here to have conversations. I'm here to kiki. I'm here to, let's talk about these celebs. Let's talk about life. Let's talk about our journey. And baby, our journey is beautiful. Our journey is amazing because we're worth it. But again, grieving. We have to allow ourselves to grieve. You owe that to yourself, to grieve that person who you lost. You deserve that. And for the people who lost someone, this year, 2023, has been hard. And it's been a lot of death around me, of people losing people. And I just want to give a moment of silence for y'all. I just want you to know that you are loved. You are worthy. The person may not be here physically, but they are still here. They're still here in your heart, in your mind, in your memories. Live for you. And they'll be happy. Live for you and they will be happy. But you gotta grieve, mama. You gotta grieve, papa. You got to. In order for you to grow, in order for you to reach your potential, in order for you to get out of that funk that you're in, that depression that you're in, that mental strangulation that you are in, you have to grieve. My brother, my sister, if you was incarcerated, you gotta grieve. You have to grieve that incarceration. You have to grieve that time. You've done it. And you was allowed out. So you have to make you being out worth it. You have to have a different mind, a different mindset. And of course, they're not going to give you the tools to do that. And we're aware. But you have to want to be different. For you to be different. It's that simple. You have to want it. You have to wake up that one day and say, you know what? I just got out of jail. How am I going to be different so I don't end up back there? I don't end up back there. Because I know what that is. I know what that life is. And I don't want any parts of that shit anymore. Forgive yourself. For the people who are so depressed that all they do is eat, and all they do is just be so secluded from the world, so lost, where they literally just breathe every day. Forgive yourself for allowing yourself to fuck up on you. Forgive yourself for allowing yourself to hurt yourself. Forgive yourself for letting yourself go. Forgive yourself for quitting on yourself. Because in those moments, you quit on yourself. Whether you think of it that way or not, you quit on yourself. And I'm here to let you know, you're worth it. You're important. And you need to get up. You need to get out. You need to live. You need to live for you. If you're in a predicament where you want one thing, but there's so many obstacles in your way, break down those motherfucking obstacles left and right. One by motherfucking one. Because this is something that you want. This is something that urges you, that craves you, that you live for. Knock those fucking shits down. So you can be who the fuck you're supposed to be. So you can live in your essence. So you can live in your abundance of amazingness. Your abundance of love. Your abundance of badass shit. Your abundance of you are that nigga. The abundance of you are that bitch. The abundance of you are who you are, because you are who you are. I'm just gonna end it here. I know it's been a little up and down. I know. There was a lot of things I needed to get off my chest. Love yourself. Forgive yourself. And empower yourself. And once you've done those 3 things, do that to your friends. Do that to your family members. Do that to whoever is important in your life. Lift them up. Don't ever let them down. Don't ever allow your friends to fall. And if you do, because you're dealing with some shit, forgive them. But ask for forgiveness, because you wasn't there when they needed you. This was Kimi, and I was back with my motherfucking tea of the day. This was season 5, episode 4, y'all. So I am everywhere on social media. Kimi Holder on Instagram. And Kimi's Tea of the Day on Instagram as well. It's Kimi'sTeaOfTheDay.com. My own website, so check that out. Leave a voice note, leave an email. And I am everywhere that you can stream podcasts. So yes, Amazon, yes, Spotify, yes, Podpage, Anchor, everywhere you can stream podcasts at. So if you liked it, stream. Let's get these numbers up. And tell a friend to tell a friend. And if you want to be on my next podcast episode, let me know. Let's get into some things. Let's have this conversation. Let's give each other our flowers and allow us to heal. Later, y'all.